Hello everybody, my name is Wing Liang, the Aragon watch designer, and welcome to our Aragon watch presentation. In today's video, I'm crazy and excited at the same time because I created this collection last year and I've been holding for a very long time, and I know I briefly talked about it in a previous video, but just show you the watch. But today is an actual of our entire presentation. So this collection is called the Aragon Divemaster Central Tourbillon. It's an automatic central tourbillon, and it is our first time in the Aragon history to debut this movement. Okay, we made it affordable so everybody can enjoy it. If you just go to the website, internet, to search it up, when you look at the price, you'll be like, can I afford this? And yes, you can with the Aragon brand. And the second thing I want to talk about is, while you're watching this video, we will not go on sale until probably like 6 weeks or 8 weeks from now. So what I want you to do is I want you to enjoy this video and get ready when we debut this watch, sometimes in March 2023. Okay, let's come in and let's talk about this watch. All right, so what we have, aren't they beautiful? Oh my goodness, this is wild. All right, so I have 10 timepieces on the table. So let me explain to you. So we have two sizes, okay, 45 and 50, okay, and each size will have two variations, with the white topaz or with the ceramic bezel, okay? And then each one will have 5 color variations, okay? So forget about the bezel first. Let's just focus on the dial colors. So we have the piano black, the platinum mother of pearl, okay, the red, okay, the natural meteorite dial, and the heat-treated Damascus style. Okay, so let's focus on that first. So 5 different dials, right? And then each one of them will be, the 5 colors will have black ceramic bezel or the white topaz. Okay, so every single one will be numbered, limited edition to only 50 pieces. So let's go back again. So let me move this up. Okay, so again, let's just say 50 millimeter. We're gonna have the black ceramic bezel with the red natural meteorite, the heat-treated Damascus, and then the piano black, and then the platinum mother of pearl. Okay, so I think we're clear with the dial choices and the ceramic bezel versus the white topaz. Now, I made them into 2 different bezels is because I know some guys, they will only wear a more less lower tone, only wear with the ceramic bezel. But I know some guys or gals, they love to have some blings on their bezel. I mean, I would definitely wear this too. Like with the white topaz, it's absolutely stunning. All right, so maybe this is the first time you've seen the central tourbillon. So let me give you a brief introduction to this movement. So I was introduced to this movement back in what? Time is so fast. Right now we're at 2023. So I was introduced to this movement back in late 2021, early 2022. I forgot. It's been a while. Because preparing these movement is not, it's quite some time. So the company who produced this movement is the hand gel, which is the HZ. You know, I'm sure you're familiar with it. And the caliber number is quite complicated, actually. I don't know how they come up with this number. It's 3J0E, okay? So some of you might have experience with this tourbillon movement, not in the center, but at the 6 o'clock position. And they're very, very reliable, okay? Not only they're reliable, they're also very accurate. 39 joules, and the vibration is 28,800. Very, very good. Very, very good automatic tourbillon, okay? So when I say automatic, I want to speak to some of you that are not familiar with tourbillons. So you can see the rotor is fully decorated. Looks like a turbine, okay? It's engraved with our Aragon logo. And then the top plate is also engraved, look like a turbine, like a blade. All right, let me go back first, because we have so much to talk about this watch. So I talk about the factory, talk about how many joules, the vibration per hour, the reliability, and the accuracy is superb. Okay, I can assure you that. And then recently I've been looking at some of the comments people have asked, because they might not own a tourbillon because it's not something that everybody... I mean, before the Chinese start making them, tourbillons is quite unaffordable, I have to say this. And I'm sure now more collectors are able to, you know, to own one of it, is because since the Chinese are, you know, producing the tourbillons. And when it first began 10, 15, 20 years ago, I forgot exactly how many years ago, I remember back in the days, they were very pretty, but not necessarily reliable. Nowadays, I can proudly say they're very reliable. Hardly ever break, very accurate. And back to what I was saying before, people ask, you know, is it expensive to maintain them? Can you calibrate yourself? So firstly, calibration, whether it's a Seiko, ETA, Salida, Ronda, or whatever, I don't recommend Miyota, okay? or Seagull. I don't recommend anybody to calibrate your own mechanical movements, okay? Unless unless someone has shown you how to do it, or you have done it, or you went to school to learn how to do it. That's number one. Number two is you need that machine to track the accuracy of the movement in order for you to do this. So no, I do not recommend you calibrate your own movement, whether it's tourbillon or a very simple, you know, Unitest 6497, okay? As far as maintenance, it's just like any other mechanical automatic movements, okay? So everybody will have different opinions. I know some of the Swiss brands, they recommend you to have the movement clean every year, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just like, many years ago, I was talking to a boat expert, a yacht expert, and he said there are two types of boaters. They said one is they keep the engine, the boat, in top shape, and there's another one that you only repair until when it's broken, right? So, but not with the watches. Watches not as complicated as that. So I can assure you, you know, what I recommend is, I can assure you, you just wear it. You don't even have to put it on a winder. Please, I mean, I oppose a watch winder, okay? Because I often hear people ask me questions like, how many turns on the rotor, which direction? I'm not a watch winder guy. So if you're gonna ask me, I do not recommend you to put even these type of movements into a watch winder. And you're gonna ask me why, is just imagine, do you want to keep your car engine running just to keep it lubricate, or is that how, you know? So that's my opinion. Everybody will have a different opinion. We have two watchmakers in-house, okay? Unlike a lot of watch companies, you know, they source out for people to repair your watches. We have two watchmakers in-house, and I know ins and outs of every single movements, and we don't keep our inventory on a watch winder. Okay, so that's what I have to tell you. All right, so enough of that. So I'm gonna model these watches first, and then I want to talk about the movement a little bit more. Okay, so which one do I begin? They're all beautiful. I know. Not only they're beautiful, and I purposely did it like this. All right, so if I just move, let's just focus on the 45, okay? So you can see I purposely did them like this. The piano black and the red, okay? So this is going to be the beginning price point. As you go up, the Model Pro will be slightly expensive, more expensive, okay? So if any one of you like, oh, okay, I want the basic, you get the black. I want something different. I told you lately, the red has been really, really popular. I don't know why. Suddenly, we're selling a lot of people with interest. And then you want elegance, like you want to see colors. It's constantly. It's like I always describe this for years. It's like having an ocean on your wrist. Okay, this is natural mother of pearl dial. Okay, there will be no two dials alike. Okay, now if you want more exclusive and something more higher end, the natural meteorite and the heat treated Damascus, it is absolutely the next level. Okay, so I purposely did this, and you might think that, Wayne, how can you do that to me? Because, hey, you know what? If you want to, and you know, have multiple in your collections, you can have the natural. I can have a mother pearl, right? Or I can go with this and go with that. It's crazy. Now let me model each one individually, so you can see. We have the glide lock. Let me peel this off, so you can see this a lot more clear. Okay, by the way, this is the Aragon Divemaster collection, okay? You can see the knurling. It's still, with the case, the bracelet, everything is the same, but I molded, you know, how would I say, I updated it into this collection. And I'm sure if any one of you like this, I could do something with different movement execution into this collection, all right? So you can see the knurling bezel. Back in the days, it was the teeth. Now you can also see the center links are knurling. I love this. I love the knurling texture with metal. The crown as well. All right, enough talk. I'm gonna model this on my wrist. I'm wearing the 45. It is absolutely stunning. Sorry, man. Sorry, guys. Let me remove my shirt. Okay, I'm going to pull it up so you can see better with my wrist. I'm speechless. This is like the next level up. I mean, if you have to pick to buy one watch a year, I would go for this for sure. Okay, I would definitely go for this collection. Firstly is it's a dive watch, which is, you can never go wrong with a dive watch. Okay, this is a 50. You see how it's bigger? It's a lot bigger, okay? So if you are into larger timepieces, you also have a choice to get this. It's really beautiful. If you can see it in person, okay, hold this watch and you will see like, oh my, this is amazing. All right, so I did the black and the red. Now I'm going to go for the mother of pearl. And later on, I'm going to model the white topaz as well. By the way, they're, if I remember correctly, they're about 3 millimeter in diameter each. I know some guys will be like, wow, look at this. The case thickness is about 17.9, okay? I am not discriminative with size and thickness of the case because I like varieties, okay? I hear different people have different opinions. So I'm very open-minded. when it comes to watches, whether it's large, different shape, you know. So I'm wearing the 50mm natural meteorite. Stunning. Every area of this watch, the movement, the bezel, okay? The ceramic bezel insert, wow, everywhere. The dial, the movement is amazing. If you, like I said, if you can only buy one watch in 2023, this is a must-have. If you can afford multiple, okay, I would do the Damascus, the heat-treated, like the one I'm wearing, the natural meteorite. I think those two are must-have. Only 50 pieces per size and color, dial, execution. Now, I am going to model the white Topaz now, okay? So, I know a lot of you are like, wow. Can you imagine wearing this? If you're into like simple, you know, leather strap and, you know, small watches, I understand this is not for you. And, you know, just simply be, you know, enjoy our Aragon watch presentation. Okay. So the white Topaz. So by the way, it's still 120 teeth rotating bezel, very nicely done. As I mentioned before, you can see, let me show you this around, since I have this close up. Okay, this is the profile of the watch case. Sapphire crystal, don't forget. Lug to lug for the 45 is 50mm, north to south. 3 to 9 is 45mm. It's absolutely stunning. I'm speechless. I love this so much. And I hate to see them go. I'm not joking. I hate to see them go. But I understand. I love to share my passion with you. The meteorite. Wow. And I promise you, they are not going to be around for a long time. And I'm happy to see them in my inventory because I don't want to see them go. I'm not joking. After I model all these watches, I want to talk about the challenge of the hands making and how the hands are being done. It's really interesting. I have not fully studied this movement yet because it's quite new. And I've only seen them a complete movement. I've not had a chance to take them apart and enjoy every bit of it. Okay? Look at the profile. You can see. All right. So two more. Okay. So the mother of pearl, white Topaz. Wow. 50mm. I can see some of you guys are going to wear this out, you know, to go out to dinner and people will be looking at you like, wow, what is that? And then you will say, it's a central tourbillon. And people will be like, what is a tourbillon? You know, for some of you guys that are not familiar with the tourbillon, you can see the cage. You know how if you're into mechanical movement, right? So this, let's just say the balance wheel is usually seen, you know, on the bottom of the watch case. And the balance wheel is just stationary. It doesn't move. And if you can see this, let's just say this is the starting point. You see it's rotating 360 degrees. You see that? So back in the days, the purpose of inventing the tourbillon was to go, because the balance wheel is constantly rotating, so it goes against the gravity. And the idea behind it is to create a more accurate mechanical movement. Well, of course, back in the days, a couple hundred years ago, I think watches is not as accurate as today. Okay, so they're all numbered limited edition to only 50 pieces. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. So that is it. I think one last thing I need to tell you is for the white Topaz, okay? These are 4 legs prong set. So what it means is, if you can see at each corner of the stone, there's a leg coming out, and then, you know, the jeweler, they will set them using like a magnifier, and then they'll use a hammer to prong set every single one of these stones, which is amazing. I've seen, you know, I'm always curious about how everything is being made and assembled. So I spend time watching them doing it, and I am just in awe to see every time how these are created and built. Okay, so thank you very much for with us. Watch to this Aragon presentation. I will see you next time.